Uh, the title of this play is called Hospital. It takes place in the present at Bedside Manor.
Come on, Marlene. You can do it. Speak for Daddy. Be a good girl.
Admitting May Clark. Do I feel like a cheeseburger? Not in the least. Do I look like one?
Hospitals, of course, have existed since the beginning of time, perhaps even earlier. Some humorists like to say that medicine began when Moses received 2 tablets. I said, some humorists like to say that medicine began when Moses received 2 tablets. I thought a little bit of levity would brighten up a little tour. I said about 2 tablets was meant as a joke. Cease! Just because a psychiatrist dealing with the dark regions of the subconscious, unconscious, and conscious does not mean I can't be a joke. I mean, take a joke. Misty Faja?
Coming, Dr. Freud.
Fred! Dr. Fred, not Dr. Freud! I don't know why people can't get it right.
My tongue slipped.
I hope it didn't hurt so. It's a funny. Bedside Manor's a happy place. Remember I said about levity? Cease. These are the new interns.
I've been expecting them.
Doctor,
Doctor.
doctor,
Doctor.
doctor, and doctor. Doctor Ginger Snaps is right over here.
It's not grass.
Next to her is Sweets. And on my far left is Huggins. And the one who just hugged is Pinch. Dr. Snapgrass is majoring in dandruff.
Some might consider that flaky.
Pinch is in acupuncture.
You'll be on pins and needles.
Huggins hasn't yet made up his mind.
In that case, consider psychiatry.
Not a bad idea, Huggins. You can list people all day long, as long as they don't make sense, and still get paid for it. Huggins a thought.
I'm Dr. Sweets. I'm into diabetes.
You'll serve in every department, doctors, from surgery to dermatology, pulmonary rehabilitation to the 3-bed clinic.
You see, Misty Faja practically runs this hospital. She doesn't take nonsense from anybody.
I'm tough, but fair.
No nonsense from the staff, no nonsense from the patients. She can even make Dr. Jekyll sit up and bark.
Are dogs allowed in this hospital?
Of course not. This is a no barking zone.
People around here certainly like to make jokes, neighbor. It's Dr. Jekyll's philosophy. He wanted to be a stand-up comic. Only medicine won out.
He wanted to call the hospital laughing or rolling, but the board wouldn't hear of it.
I see what you mean. A laugh a day keeps the doctor ahead.
But we heard a bark. An animal.
That was Dr. Jekyll. I believe he's on the phone with his pet Doberman.
He'll be along in a moment. Introduce himself. Welcome you all to Bedside Manor Hospital. Help! From this point on, you'll be in the hands of Misty Faja and Dr. Jekyll. Misty Faja knows all the little details you have to deal with throughout this hospital.
They're in good hands, Dr. Fred.
If you have any questions regarding me, do not hesitate to consult me. I'll be in the psych ward, where I belong.
It'll take me a day or two to get used to your names, doctors. Bear with me. Meanwhile, you're just in time for lunch. The hospital dietitian, Mr. Pepto, is a capable young man. I know you'll enjoy his menus. They're balanced.
Anything balanced in this place would be quite a novelty, neighbor.
What's for lunch?
Blood pudding.
There he goes again. Catch him.
I got you, neighbor. I'm okay.
Not feeling well, doctor? Too much excitement?
It's that word. He doesn't even like to think about it.
What word?
Blood.
Well,
Brace up, neighbor, brace up.
It's just a little hang-up I've got.
Working in a hospital, I'd say it's a big hang-up.
He'll get over it.
I certainly hope so. I'll get Dr. Jekyll.
Gosh, I feel like such a goof, getting stomach upset every time I hear that word. What'll Dr. Jekyll say when he finds out?
Don't tell him, neighbor.
And I want to speak to the manager of this establishment at once. I say at once.
Maybe we have to see what's wrong with her.
I wouldn't do anything until we clear up Jekyll. We don't have insurance. We could get sued for malpractice.
Sorry to interrupt you, Dr. Jekyll.
Shut up. Talk to my pet Doberman. Oh, okay, I'll talk to you later.
The new interns are waiting, Dr. Jekyll.
Who?
The interns.
Oh, excellent.
What do we have here?
Looks like a drunken neighbor.
More like a crawling.
We didn't dare do anything without permission.
None of us have personal liability.
I'll take care of this. Band-Aid!
This looks like a life group. My name's Dr. Scrimshaw Jenner. I'm in charge of this hospital. I run everything. In your first year here, I expect nothing short of miracles. Miracles? I don't want one. After working here a while, you'll know everything there is to know about not being well. At least in name tags. You can get those from Miss Bodger. Always remember, interns, keep your ears to the greystone. Make that nose to the grindstone.
Excuse me, Dr. Jekyll.
No, Knight.
I'm facing Dan customer interest.
Will I get sick in cases?
Here at bedside manner, we have every malady and disease described on told.
Wonderful.
Good to hear.
We're in the right place.
I've been working on a cure for which there is no disease. Maybe we can find that disease. Wouldn't want it to go to waste.
We can try, neighbor.
You'll have some time to make a quick trip to the lab before lunch. You.
Me, sir?
Yes, you. What's your name?
Welcome, sir.
I'm
Blood counselor.
Walk this way, interns.
He said it. He said that word. Blood counts. I can't do blood counts.
You'll be okay.
Trust us.
We'll find some way to help you, neighbor.
Why don't you think of something else?
What?
Lunch, maybe?
That's worse. The blood pudding.
Oh.
Nurse, can we give me nurse? Mercy.
I'm the emergency.
The nurse told me to take a pill.
Did you take it?
No, I'm taking a powder instead. Nurse, get a nurse.
What kind of hospital is this? The only way to get a doctor is to put it on the paper.
I want a facelift. I want a facelift from head to toe, and I want it now.
Well, what do you think, Diesel?
I don't like it. Our gypsy queen in a place like this, it's not natural.
Well, she's got to have that reason for appendix. Otherwise...
Closed and doors, not enough windows. Gypsies need to be free. Gypsies need wide open spaces.
Quiet, please. What do you think you're doing? This is a hospital. Now remember, quiet!
No, Diesel.
No one talks to Lisa like that.
We have more important things to worry about.
You're right. You're right, Jasmine. I'll tell you this. If our gypsy queen doesn't get well and quick for the doctors,
We'll take her.
then they'll take her appendix out. One question.
What is it?
What's an appendix?
It's something you don't need.
I get education.
Gosh, Misty Kaja, when I became a hospital volunteer, I never expected there to be so much work. What did you expect? Romance? Romance? You mean like all the stories about doctors falling in love with the female volunteers? Yeah, my mother would be like so happy if I married a doctor. Like my favorite TV show, A Human Bandit. It's very gripping. Those clothes are like so last season. What's that? He looks like something that the cat would use to drink in.
Just pretend I'm not here.
He should be like romantic. He's like not romantic.
Sorry about that.
Get him in the chair. Do we have to? Why not? He's rancid. He like smells bad.
Must be right. Oh, you're the Kirkstone.
Give it, Ian.
Saved! Saved at last!
What's your problem?
I blacked out. I fell down. Magnesia.
Address?
Park bench. I'm unemployed.
How old are you?
22 years.
How long have you been out of work?
22.711.
How long did your last place?
90 days.
What'd you do?
90 days.
Any allergies?
Weren't you listening? I'm allergic to work and Mr. Greco.
Should I tell anyone you're here?
How about a doctor?
I think we'll send this magnesia victim to Dr. Fred.
At last, a doctor.
Dr. Fred's in psychomedicine.
Psychomedicine?
That's what I said.
I heard you. Oh, what is it?
It's for like the emotional disturbed.
I'm not that emotionally disturbed.
You will be when you get your bill.
Excuse me, could anyone... Darn good thing for plastic caps. Could anyone please tell me where I can find a Dr. Scrimshaw Jekyll?
Hey, doctor, you're not going to find him here. I'm a sick man.
I'm Mr. Eagle Eye from the State Medical Board. I'm sure you've heard of me.
Oh yes, Mr. Eagle Eye. He's been expecting you. Go right in.
You can depend on it.
I thought.
At least you're moving forward. Take him to psychomedicine.
What about x-rays? Now I get x-rays?
If anything develops, I'll let you know.
Fall down. Well, it wasn't her.
That's why I sent him there. You better make sure he doesn't cause any trouble. Whatever you say. Geez, this hospital isn't like anything I see on
Are the interns here?
They're here. Don't look too promising. I wouldn't expect much.
Well, I hope someone will stay. The last class just gave up.
There's no need to remind me, Miss Nightingale. Bedside manner requires a special type of intern. This is no ordinary hospital.
Well, isn't that what all the patients say?
Be on the lookout for the police. They're delivering a special case.
Case what?
A patient, Miss Nightingale, a patient. I've assigned room 217A, Bentley. See that everything's in order.
Leave it to me.
Oh my God, I have a run! I said a medium pizza! Oh, finally, Dr. Jekyll.
If you'll step by the screen undressed, I'll have one of the nurses furnish you off with a dressing gown.
Whoa, I'm afraid you don't understand.
Don't tell me you don't have aches and pains.
Well, certainly I have aches and pains. Everyone has aches and pains.
Where do you have them?
Well, sometimes I have them here.
Ah, that's all in your head. You have trouble sleeping at night?
Well, as a matter of fact, I do.
Try sleeping on the edge of the bed. That way, you'll drop off. That was a good one.
Dr. Jekyll, I'm Mr. Eagle Eye from the State Medical Board. If I'm not mistaken, we had an appointment. You know why I'm here?
Ooh, you sound serious.
I am
I know it'll calm you down. Have a cigar.
Ooh, what flavors? Wait, no! I don't smoke tobacco, and I'm surprised as you, a medical man, haven't given up tobacco.
Joke's on you, buddy. This is my secret stash of candy. This one's meant for you.
Enough! All the joking that goes on in this place must stop.
What's wrong with a joke?
Nothing, when it's in the proper place. I don't feel a hospital is a proper place.
I assure you, Mr. Levi, hospital is the perfect place for a joke. My philosophy is keep them laughing. That way, they won't have enough time to think about their troubles.
If I'm not mistaken, a patient laughed so hard he did some damage.
That was only because he did stitches.
Bedside manner isn't a hospital, it's a joke book with thermometers.
I won't stand for this.
Then sit.
You insist.
Complaints, complaints, complaints.
Are you giving them or taking them?
Complaints don't disturb you.
You have to expect complaints. After all, you're in a hospital.
The state board doesn't approve of running a hospital that thinks every day is April Fool's Day.
A happy patient is a healthy patient.
The last group of interns resigned en masse.
Interns, you say? Oh, no, they didn't. They resigned on Wednesday, 22nd of March.
This is what I'm talking about, Dr. Jekyll. I'm here to inform you that you're on probation. If this next group of interns is to leave, you better be ready to leave. Bedside manner will be laid to rest. Do I make myself perfectly clear?
Yeah, you make yourself pretty clear. Only one problem. My wife, she's not going to hear about this.
Well, I saw this picture. You are a fortunate man. Your wife has a strong, intelligent face.
That's not my wife. That's Marlene.
Oh, Casanova! You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Oh,
Yeah, I haven't spoken to my wife in over 2 years.
why not?
I didn't want to interrupt her. No.
Remember, Dr. Jekyll, if this next group of interns is to leave, you better start acting.
I assure you, Mr. Levi, I am serious. Did in fact person.
Must be a pretty important patient who works at the police department, according to Mr. Baja. I think that's cute.
I know what you mean. I could stand another Dr. Huggins.
I hear you.
But, like, I wish this hospital hurry up and get some famous celebrities. Like a rock star, because they're, like, always falling down and hurting themselves. They're so dramatic.
Less talk, more work. I know it sounds ridiculous, Dr. Sweets, but I've had this phobia ever since I was a kid. You see, I was always terrified of horror movies. One day, I thought I was going to see a wildlife movie, and I ended up seeing a movie about a vampire.
Maybe you're not afraid of B-L-O-O-T. Maybe you're afraid of vampires.
You're being silly, Dr. Sweets. I'm being serious. How do you think I feel almost fainting every time I hear the word?
That's great, Dr. Huggins. You said it and you didn't faint.
One day at a time. But I know if I don't conquer this hang-up, I'll never be a successful doctor.
We'll conquer this thing together.
I appreciate that, Sweets.
Maybe you ought to seek professional help.
I'd be too embarrassed. Whoever heard of a doctor who was scared of, well, you know what I'm scared of.
Oh, hello there. You must be the new interns. I'm Mr. Pepto, the hospital dietitian.
That's right. I'm Dr. Sweets, and this is Dr. Huggins.
You're not eating lunch today? It's...
Don't say it, please.
Say what?
Blood pudding. Easy, Dr. Huggins, easy.
I'm okay.
Dr. Huggins has a sensitive stomach.
I'll make a note of that. I like to know the likes and dislikes of the staff. How do you feel about beef hearts, scrambled brains, tough?
Gross!
What's wrong?
He's all right. First day. We're all a little nervous.
I understand.
I'll tell you something, Sweets. If you promise not to repeat it,
My lips are stitched.
this is the end of the road for me. I've interned at 3 hospitals already. Each time they kick me out as soon as they figure out my little problem. If they kick me out of here, it's back to the car wash for young Dr. Huggins.
We won't let that happen. You've got to believe that. You've got to have faith in yourself.
The room's ready, officer. Dominique.
Great, but I don't think it's gonna work.
What was some dumb hospital?
217. I don't like that number. What about number 4? Number 4 is my lucky number.
Room number 4 is the hospital laundry.
This is not going to work. Where's the complaint department?
Complaint department? This isn't a department store.
I pay up for the complaint department.
Oh yeah, and where do I go to find about you?
Cool it, Dominique. Room 217, you say?
I'll have a Band-Aid show you.
No, we'll find it.
Real dumb in this whole deal.
You're going the wrong way.
Why not? This is a wrong way neighborhood.
It's a big secret. Very hush-hush. Dominique is testifying for the grand jury, and the district attorney wants him to hide out for a while. Someplace quiet, where he's safe.
What was that?
Miss Nightingale, I imagine. She has a terrible aim when it comes to hypos. You're into acupuncture, Dr. Finch. Perhaps you could give her a few pointers.
Happy to, neighbor.
Come on, dear. No more rush now. Easy does it.
I'm all right. Honest, don't fuss.
You better sit down and get some rest.
You're the one who needs the rest.
Maternity, Dr. Snapgrass, will you take charge? Excuse me, my specialty is dandruff. You know better than that, doctor. As long as you're an intern, you'll do everything from A to Z and back again. Band-Aid with chair, Band-Aid with chair.
This will be our 7th and 8th child. No need for applause.
Nice.
Congratulations. Steve's the one who's all excited. I'm very relaxed.
Sandy knows. Are you in trouble with dry, flaky scalp, lackluster cheek?
Well, speaking of hair, I could use a trim.
That lawnmower?
That'd be nice.
Crying out loud, Snapgrass. You're here to have a baby, not shampoo.
Have you seen a hair?
The future. Oh, it's a beauty. Grow.
Steve, I can see it's the wheelchair. You're falling apart.
This often happens with expecting fathers. I'll see he gets something to calm him down.
I wish you would.
Does something look wrong? I don't think so. I'm all right.
Dr. Finch, will you take this young man to Miss Nightingale?
Come with me, neighbor.
I wish people would just stop dealing with it.
Come back to Miss Nightingale.
Hey, we're not done.
Sounds like no.
Are you a nurse?
No, I'm a doctor.
Is she a nurse? No, I'm a doctor too.
I don't want a doctor. I don't like doctors.
Dr. Fred in psychomedicine. Dr. Fred in psychomedicine. Better take a bed down. One of your coops is missing.
Why don't you want a doctor?
Because the last doctor I had sent me to Nevada for asthma. What happened? I finally got it.
Smile!
I really should give this a buzz. I can't.
No. I do not want to leave. An operation I don't want.
You, the ugly one. Are you talking to me?
Doesn't it appear recently?
I was glad to be super operations today.
You'll have to speak to one of the nurses at admitting.
Admitting what?
Just to start with, is going to operate on me?
Could be any doctor assigned to the case. You maybe? It's possible.
What?
No, Diesel.
Easy. I'm not into violence.
If anything happens to our gypsy queen, I'll avenge our track. This is for you.
Please, I like my neck the way it is.
I'm not feeling so good. Diesel, we gotta get her to a room.
A nice room, doctor. Lots of flowers, birds singing, maybe.
Yeah, anything, sure.
Let him go, Diesel.
Remember, doctor, if you make a mistake,
Come with me. We'll find you a nice room with canaries or something that says cuckoo.
I can't tell you, Dr. Fred, how much I appreciate all.
Never mind.
They got it for knees. Like I was going to say, I can't tell you, Dr. Fred, how much I appreciate all the help you've given I never would have known how horrible bedside manner was without the help of you. You said that you persuaded the last group of interns to resign?
Yes, I told them that I was certain the hospital would be discredited. If they expect to be qualified, they better move on to some other hospital.
I mean, really. Imagine a hospital run on the theory that a joke a day is better than an apple. Bedside Manor will have to be closed for a little while and then completely re-staffed.
That means you do, chief staff.
I think I found our new chief of staff.
I don't know about the hospital.
I've always wanted to close one down. Never had, you know. Doesn't look very good on my file. But remember, I don't want anyone to know you're my spy.
Don't worry, I know how to cover my tracks.
You two keep those cameras on me at all times. We'll keep cameras on you at all times. That looks like a good spot over there. I'll chalk it. Move.
What's going on here?
What's the meaning of this? Take me to what?
A new TV series. Don't worry, we cleared with Dr. Jekyll first.
Jekyll! I should have known. Dr. Fred, this is the last straw. Tell me.
Testing, testing, testing. Guys, get this. Don't worry, Mr. Greco. I'll give him a conduct reminder for you.
This hospital must be closed.
Yes, but in the meantime.
What's this?
Dominique! Oh, Dominique! Wake up, Jim! Wake up! Claire!
This hospital must be closed.
Oh my God!
Right!
Oh no, I'm having cardiac arrest.
Oh well.
Wow, this is some great material! Joe, you go get a glass of warm water! Oh, hit it! Welcome, TV viewers, to another spectacular weekly series. Mostly live, taped on the spot, and presented by a Crossbow Nuts Food Products. Remember their motto, a nut a day keeps the shrink smell paid. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for, this was your life. And I'm your host, Ron Burgundy, anchorman extraordinaire.
Get out of here.
Pedro, where's that warm water? Now we join the staff and occupants of Bedside Manor, several days later taking part in their daily activities.
There you are, Mrs. Moss.
So,
How are you feeling today?
this is one gypsy who's feeling gypped.
What's the problem?
I've been robbed.
Rob,
They took my appendix. I want it back.
don't be grotesque. Your appendix is of no use.
Let me tell you something, mister. A gypsy always keeps what belongs to a gypsy.
Now, it doesn't help you to excite yourself. Today I want you to eat solid food. All you order is tea, and more tea.
Maybe you might notice that I'm a gypsy lady.
I've noticed.
Tea, I'm telling fortunes.
You read the tea leaves?
When I read the Lennons.
Less tea, more food. Good, nourishing, well success. I recommend you.
For lunch, what is it I'm having?
You're having rabbit stew.
Rabbit. Rabbit? That's something bad. You're trying to poison me, aren't you?
yourself. I didn't say rabbit. I said rabbit. I bugged rabbit.
You said rabbit, rabbit,
Rabbit, rabbit.
rabbit, rabbit, rabbit.
Who's rabbit?
No one's rabbit, Dr. Jekyll.
Chief Mott, why are you still in your own clothes? Shouldn't you be in your hospital pajamas?
I wear what I want when I want it. I want to wear what I'm wearing.
See here, Mr. Mott, I've had enough out of you.
I know my appendix. Give it back.
What's all this rabbit business?
The fish misunderstood. I was talking about a rabbit.
I don't want anything to do with rabbits.
Very well, I'll get you a fish cake instead.
Is that dessert maybe? Okay,
It's the main course.
I'm changing my mind. I'm having a rabbit.
Come on in, doctors. You'll find this a rather routine case. No complications and prognosis excellent.
Stay away. You doctors hate it. Especially the ugly one. You took my appendix. Give it back.
Patient's name is Gypsy Mott, a.k.a. Gypsy Mott.
Gypsy Moth, that's a funny name.
Simple appendectomy. Procedure, Dr. Huggins.
Surgical removal of the vermiport?
Exactly.
I'm still sick maybe.
You might say that.
I just did, but I'd be getting better, huh?
Of course.
Dr. Jekyll, I want to complain about the bed.
Bedbugs. You know how many bedbugs in this entire hospital?
Of course not. They're all married with large families.
You see, doctors, humor is therapeutic. Now let's not waste time. There are some really important cases I'd like to show you. Always be realistic, doctors. When you hear hoofbeats, look for a horse and not a unicorn.
Good morning, nurse. Good morning, Steve. Your lovely wife is expecting you, and the twins couldn't be healthier. You're a lucky young man.
Yes, I know, but twins are a big responsibility. Not to mention the other 6 that I have right now. You know what? Oh, who? I can't even hear their names straight.
You have a good job?
Of course.
Well, doesn't that pay pretty good money?
Yeah, but it's kind of difficult when you're allergic to pollen.
I see.
Sorry to make jokes of my occupation.
Don't worry. Bedside manner has that effect.
Listen, there's nothing wrong with the concept. What I want to do now is shoot some background footage.
You want to shoot this young man and his wife. They just had twins.
Twins, huh? Interesting. Great human interest story.
They're filming for a new television series. This was your life.
How about it, mister? You want some footage of you, your wife, and those twins?
I know my wife wouldn't mind it, but I've always known that I was born superstar. I'll help my agent.
See what you guys can get.
Let's bounce.
Hello, neighbor. If you ask me, he's not himself.
Something's burning him. I can tell.
I'm working my way around to you interns. Don't think I'm neglecting you. Well, except for you, the ugly one. I am neglecting you. But the rest of you are going to be a big part of this new TV series.
You think you picked a good title for a hospital show?
This was your life.
Sounds a little morbid to me.
It's the best. Audiences love anything that has to do with life hanging by a slender thread.
You're all hard, aren't you?
I bet you cheer yourself up by reading the obituary column.
Listen, the show will be a winner. City Hospital, comedy, drama, tragedy, a slice of life, blood, and guts. You don't look so good. You'd better go see a doctor. And in the meantime, I should see how the filming's coming along. What do we have here? Well, Pulse, good thing I brought these new clip-on defibrillators I found in the back of the Whoa, look at that spark! Steady beat, or steady pulse of about 1,000 beats per minute. I think you'll be okay. flowers. Thank you, Dr. Pinch.
Claudia, we've been looking for you.
Yes, you can tell us, Mr. Vodka. What?
Something troubling Dr. Jekyll.
Well, yes. It's bound to come out sooner or later. Someone's trying to close down Bedside Manor. What? There have been all sorts of complaints. There's an investigator snooping around.
What kind of complaints?
Dr. Jekyll gets a lot of criticism because of his philosophy, the jokes. I think they're a great idea. So did I.
What's wrong with the
Headset.
You asked me what was wrong, and I told you. Now forget I said anything. Do you think they'll close the place down?
Nah.
That's relief.
But they may close it up.
Will you stop with the talking campaign?
It's worse than you can imagine.
How do you mean, neighbor?
If I flunk out of here, I'm finished. I know I am.
Dr. Huggins has already interned in several places because of this problem. No luck.
I'm going to shut down the Bedside Manor.
Misty Faja, admitting that's awful. Broken arms and legs, fractured skulls, torn ears, smashed jaws, broken teeth.
A building must be collapsed.
Or a bridge.
All doctors on call, please report to the emergency section immediately.
What is it, Mr. Claudia?
Collapsed building or collapsed bridge?
Punk rock concert.
Punk rock concert where?
Guys, serious, stop! Well, Gypsy Mouth should be out this by the end of this week.
She belongs with our tribe, not here at Bedside Manor.
Bedside.
Where is she?
She's not here.
I knew it. Our enemy. She's been kidnapped.
Gypsy! Gypsy Mouth!
Gypsy Moth.
Gypsy Mom!
It's a hospital.
Couldn't be me.
What are you doing in here? These aren't visiting hours.
What have you done with our Gypsy Queen?
I haven't done anything.
Then where is she?
How should I know? Perhaps some band-aids for some exercise.
Here.
For me? How nice.
We'll find her.
Poor Alex.
Thank you for the flowers. But you!
Nurse! Come here, nurse! Nurse, Chief!
What's the problem this time?
I have this terrible cold.
You didn't drink a glass of orange juice after your hot bath again, did you?
I couldn't after I drink the hot bath. I didn't have room for you. Oh, I'm a sick man. What do you think, Dominique?
I think we got enough to make for the rest.
We don't want to make any mistakes.
Don't worry. DA won't turn this one down for lack of evidence. Besides, no one knows we're working undercover.
What an operation.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to believe. Doctor practicing all these years without even been to medical school. We'll give him a little bit more rope. Then,
Spring the trap.
you got it.
A lot of weirdos running around this place. Think I might do some patrolling. Might even hand out a few combat plans. Like my personal hero, Mr. Greco.
Yeah, here we are. I'm in for a nap. Keep your eyes on yourself.
Don't I always? Great. Looking good. Nice. Very nice. Pretty baby. Pretty baby.
Movie star coming through. I know I'm sure you are. Get off me! I'm not being your shot. Come on, get off me!
Yes, I found my appendix. And I have to get these sheets cleaned. Who knows what's been enough clean.
Get back here, you park bench dwelling psycho! That's the last time time you steal donuts from this kitchen. Whoa! Whoa! Sorry about that, man. Oh my gosh. You see any bums running around this place? Oh, well. You see any more, you give me a call.
I'm happy to report that everything is in order. Oh my back. Oh.
No, it's not.
What is it with you?
I have no idea.
As I was saying again, I'm happy to report that all of the necessary files have been completed. Bedside manner will close its doors within a week.
That's good to hear. Let's let Jekyll laugh this one off.
I'm so excited, Dr. Fred. I'm finally going to close my first hospital. It's been my dream. Some people in my office have closed hospitals once, sometimes twice. I'm tired of being the old maid.
It's offending your cabinet, so you want. Shh, here she comes.
Good morning, Dr. Fred.
Good morning, Misty Faja. I was just showing this young man Dr. Jekyll's hideout. I mean, his office.
You're Mr. Eagle Eye from the state board.
So you have heard of me.
Won't you sit down? There must be a toadstool somewhere.
I'm in no mood for joking.
The doctor may not be in his office.
I'll wait.
Don't trust Misty Faja. All staff loves Dr. Jekyll. The fools.
Like that matters. What I have on Jekyll proves he doesn't have clothes in his closet. He has skeletons.
Yellow is a color. Oh, hello, Miss Faja.
Dr. Jekyll! Dr. Jekyll, you in here? On second thought, it looks like a dog. Oh.
I'm worried about Dr. Huggins.
Dr. Huggins is worried about Dr. Huggins, and so am I.
How are we going to help to get over his problem?
We've got to stick together, one for all and all for one. His whole future's at stake.
I thought I heard you, interns. I've got something important to say to you. What is it, neighbor?
You seem serious, Dr. Fred.
I have best interest at heart.
What are you driving at?
I have been on good authority that bedside manner will shortly lose gradation. Dr. Jekyll might think of laughter yourself, but there have been too many complaints. The patients we see are happy.
Very happy.
They're deluded.
I don't believe that.
I'm a psychiatrist. If I say they're deluded, they're deluded.
You don't understand, Dr. Fred. We're worried about Dr. Huggins.
What about Huggins? He has this, what kind of problem?
We'd rather not say.
But this hospital closes, he'll be in a terrible spot. We're all in a terrible spot, thanks to you laughing more Jekyll. You've already lost good time. I wouldn't lose any more.
Well, it's too late for that.
I've given my advice. If you choose to ignore it, that's up to you. The longer you delay resigning, the longer you have to wait for another hospital.
Nothing but bad news.
This is one time I hope Dr. Fred doesn't know what he's talking about.
Poor Dr. Jekyll. I haven't heard any complaints.
Except for fair.
Come on, maybe we can think of something. It's worth a try.
Tell Dr. Jekyll I couldn't wait any longer. I'll see him this afternoon.
I'll tell him. And you are?
Eagle Eye. Mr. Eagle Eye.
Oh, hello, Spartan.
How things going, Dr. Huggins?
Good as can be expected, I guess.
Are the punk rockers all bandaged and mended?
It was a false alarm. Only one punk rocker was injured. He shampooed his mohawk with silly putties and gave himself a concussion.
You
think Dr. Jekyll can spare a few moments? I need to speak with him.
His door's always open to interns.
I suppose I'd better get this over with.
You seem down in the dumps.
If I seem down in the dumps, things have to be looking out. I hope. Dr. Jekyll? Dr. Jekyll? Dr. Jekyll, see? It's me, Dr. Huggins.
Hey there, Dr. Eccles, what's on your mind?
Dr. Jekyll, I need to speak with you. It's important.
Are we alone?
Alone, sir?
Yeah, sorry, alone.
No, sir.
Are you sure? All right, have a seat. What side am I?
I'd rather stand, sir.
I'd rather sit. Getting along nicely, are we? Good, good, glad to hear it.
Dr. Jekyll, I suppose you don't know, but this isn't my first internship. You see, I have a problem.
Everybody has problems, Dr. Evans. Keep smiling.
I'll try to do that, sir.
You know, I just can't find a disease for that cure I found. Have you considered research?
Dr. Jekyll, this is really serious. I really need to speak with you.
Oh, I know what's wrong. I had the same problem. I expect you're short of cash. Have you applied for a student loan or a grant?
You see, it started a long time ago with a vampire.
Vampire? What are you talking about?
You see, I went to see a wildlife movie. You know, bears, squirrels, raccoons.
Ouch!
What's wrong, sir?
Oh, I cut my finger.
Cut?
Yes, bleeding.
Bleeding?
Yeah, I'm losing blood quick.
What?
Please, Dr. Evans, be a good intern and bandage my wound. I wouldn't want to bleed to death. Oh, Dr. Evans, what's wrong? Wake up, Dr. Evans.
Because of his severe fear of blood, Dr. Huggins has now entered a coma-like state where he is now having a dream. We now enter his mind to view that very same dream already taking place. Dr. Huggins, you're needed in surgery, Dr. Huggins. Welcome, TV viewers, to another spectacular episode of your favorite weekly series. Mostly live, taped on the spot, and presented by a Crossville Nuts Food Products with the cooperation of Dr. Jekyll and his wonderful staff here at Bedside Manor Hospital. I can feel the suspense mounting. Whose past will we reenact? Who will be our surprise winner this week? This was your life, ex-Dr. Leroy Huggins!
Leroy?
Can you believe it? Can you believe it? You're a surprise.
Make the right choice. Make the right choice.
Security! Security! Get this guy out of here! Get him out of here! Get him out of here!
Get off me, boy. I'm sorry I had to do Barry. You're a good doctor, okay? It's okay, you're a good doctor. It's a dream. Well, to go along with this, all right? Stop that. You're a good doctor. You know, you healed Mr. Greco from his irritable bowel syndrome. Just remember, you're good, okay? Okay.
Anyway, we have all sorts of interesting friends and guests from the past here to greet you again in the present.
Evan.
So can you name this first mystery guest?
Call me Agnes.
I'd recognize her anywhere. That's sweet.
You knew her back when you had that little problem.
One day at a time, Dr. Huggins.
Knew her? What do you mean I knew her? I know her now.
Well, you never really got over that little problem, did you?
Well, that is...
And that's why we call this show, This Was Your Life. See if you can identify this second mystery guest.
Him I know. He was one of them interns. I think someone stole my appendix. Thief.
Don't be ridiculous.
Give it back.
Name that guest.
Do I have to?
If you don't, you won't get your prize.
No prize!
It's Gypsy Moth.
Hooray!
Gypsy Moth was never any part of my life.
Gypsy Moth was never anything but a pest. I hate you.
Oh, Leroy, I never knew your name was Leroy.
Might as well have been Doug Banks.
If only professional help.
I told you, sweet, I was too embarrassed.
Which brings us to our third mystery guest. Can you identify?
The problem with the patient was simple. Dr. Huggins refused to confront his phobia. When a patient refuses to fight the thing that is destroying him, he himself is destroyed.
That's Dr. Fred.
Correct!
I guess I should have fought my phobia.
Too late now, Cookie.
All right, we've seen your past, so now we'll look at the future. The future. The future. That's right. You no longer have the companionship of your fellow interns. So meet your new buddy, a fellow loser.
Leroy, have some wine.
Take the wine! Take the wine! You'll like it! Take the wine! Take the wine! You'll like it! Take it! Take it! Wine makes people happy. And look at Mr.
Tyranny
Greco.
of psychopath!
Out, my line. Look at Mr. Greco. When he drinks the wine, you can understand him better.
Oh no, I'm a skid row bum.
It's not that bad. Only you can't go home on your birthday because you're not allowed within 500 feet of your brother. You can't go back to the hospital where you used to work.
I've been to the pits. The absolute pits.
Don't chip it up some wine.
If only you confronted your phobia.
Which brings us to our last mystery guest. Come on in, last mystery guest!
Remember me, Leroy?
I don't think so. Wait a minute. I do remember you. You're the vampire that ruined my life. I went to see that wildlife movie, and instead I got you.
He's your phobia, Leroy. He's the one who gave you your hang-up. Get him.
Dracula's never be destroyed.
Dracula destroyed Dr. Huggins' career. Don't let him get away with it, Leroy.
I'm not going to. I was the kid when he pulled that number on me, but I'm not a kid anymore. I'm taking enough from you.
Back, I command you.
Go get him, Leroy. You can do it.
The patient is confronting his phobia.
I know, like you out.
No, I'll let you out.
No, back.
You're finished. That's what you are. Finished.
Because of this traumatic dream, we now rejoin Dr. Huggins in Dr. Jekyll's office. Because of his traumatic dream, his emotions are still running high.
Dr. Huggins! What the heck are you doing? Yeah. First you faint, and then you try and attack me? What's going on?
Sorry, sir, but sometimes I get a bit emotional.
Hey, you call that a bit?
Let's see that finger.
Only scratch.
Whenever there's blood, there has to be medical attention.
Hey, nice man.
I did it!
What's happened?
Another emergency?
It's Dr. Mother! Quiet! This is a hospital. Who's that yelling?
Look, sweets, I did it. I saw blood. I conquered my phobia. I bandaged the wound.
Oh, Dr. Huggins, I'm so proud of you.
That's quite a novelty.
Congratulations.
We knew you could do it. Is that such a big deal? I do it all the time.
I don't know what you're talking about, but it doesn't matter.
It matters, Dr. Huggins.
Do you ever shut up?
Actually, I don't.
This our banner must be closed. The complaints are too much to ignore any longer.
Down, bedside manner!
That's what I'm talking about.
Complaints, complaints, complaints. That's all I've been hearing about lately. I'd like to know who's making all these complaints.
He is.
How dare you?
What are you talking about?
Don't listen to this man. He's a derelict.
No, he's my holy friend. Get back his grill.
No. I heard him say he was happy that he always wanted to close down the hospital. And him say he was happy to report anything bad.
Is this true, Dr. Fred? Have you been making all these complaints?
I heard him say he had other injuries to quit by telling them that the hospital is about to be discredited.
This creature's demented.
I'm not so sure. Dr. Fred certainly tried to get us to resign.
Yeah.
It's true. Oh, why?
Use your hands, Slice. You are the way Dr. Fred here can take over.
The complaints were legitimate.
I accept all of his complaints without qualification. Oh, no, I wouldn't do that if I were you. We're with the police. And you, my friend, are under arrest.
You see, everybody, we've had our eye on Dr. Fred here for some time. He used to call himself Dr. Jones when he worked as a surgeon, and Mr. Greco when he used to change diapers in that nursing home.
Really? You mean he's a fake?
Yeah, also known as the Great Imposter.
It won't look too good if he closed his hospital down based on complaints made by the Great Imposter.
You look like a fool, Mr. Eagle Eye.
Wow, what a story.
You! I was going to take Mr. Greco on a vacation to Las Vegas for that promotion. But now, how can you explain yourself? Don't make me lock you in the slammer, Bob.
Whenever I've got to say it myself, I'll say in court. I'm also a lawyer. I'll defend myself.
I like to be the judge.
And guess what?
What?
I'm also a judge.
Hey, guess what? I've got a high-powered taser in my back pocket.
I need someone to calm my nerves.
Hey, big fella.
Well, that was my nickname in college.
Really?
Oh, no!
What is it?
That's no flower pot. That's my appendix. Sometimes in my life I've had bedside manner.
Oh, Dr. Huggins, I'm so happy.
And so am I.
We owe you a lot.
You say it in the neighborhood.
I didn't want to get a bum rap.
Let's not stand around. There's work to be done. And you're going to have to.
Bedside manner's back to normal.
First things first.
You people are crazy!
lips